Oh, thank you. Your audio sounds good. Cool. Well, thank you very much, Story Retold. I appreciate it. All right, we're going to get started here, so...
This is my center of operations, my desk. Go ahead and poke around.
I'm going to start a new game so we can see the opening.
Dare to play. Hi, I'm Nancy Drew. This is my center of operations, my desk. Go ahead and poke around. If you want to know the particulars of how I do what I do, take a look at the book titled How to Be a Detective. It's real helpful, especially if you're new to the mystery-solving business. And be sure to check out my scrapbook. I put memorabilia from all my past cases in there. A lot of them were pretty dangerous and at times really scary. But don't say anything about that to my dad, okay? He worries about me enough as it is. And whatever you do, read what's in the file called Case File. That'll tell you all about the mystery I'm about to try to solve. If you think you're ready to dive into that mystery, just click on the plane ticket and you'll be on your way.
Speakers, my actual laptop speakers. Can you still hear my voice even while Nancy's talking? That's what I thought. Okay. So, let me just bring this all down just a little bit.
Excuse me, giant human person. Excuse me, giant human...
Okay. Like I said, unfortunately, I don't have an external mic, so I don't have much of a way to get too much louder than Nancy, so I'm just going to get a little bit quiet, or I'll stay consistent. I'll make Nancy a little bit quieter. Hopefully, that'll be okay. Let me know. Continue to let me know, please, if there's anything I can do to improve the audio. I want to make this as nice as possible. Okay, so welcome to the game. This is Nancy's desk in Nancy's room, which we never get to explore outside of, with the exception of one game later on in the series. Let me also warn anybody that may be watching that I do have a chocolate lab. She is 10 years old. She's super sweet, but she gets very excited about a lot of things, and she doesn't realize, I think, how loud her bark is. So if there is a cat that she spots outside, or the mailman or something, she's probably going to give a bark, so you may hear her. But it should be fine. She's pretty much sleeping right now, so just giving a warning to anybody that may hear this big scary dog bark. It's probably just her. Only tip I have, don't talk over characters or else we can't hear you. Oh yeah, I will try my best not to talk at the same time as characters, because I sort of think it's rude to the characters anyway, as silly as that sounds. I mean, a lot of work, I'm sure, goes into voicing those characters, and what they have to say is very important in solving the mystery, so I'm going to try my best not to talk at the same time as them. Okay, let's get into this. We can check out Nancy's scrapbook, which is a lot about her past cases. If you're a fan of the series, this is basically like nostalgia trip, really. So I really like going through it, but I'm not going to for the sake of spoilers. I would like, if this becomes a thing that I can do often, I would like very much to go through the entire series with you guys, since I do own all 32 titles. 32. Ooh, that's a big number that I don't realize until I say it. But let's go through this. How to be a detective. So I'm just going to go through this for anybody who may not be familiar with the series, or this may be brand new to you. This is kind of like a tutorial. So hopefully you guys are okay if I just skim through this. Really, the only one that I really want to do is the talking to people one, because I love the little exchange that
Questioning
goes on here.
suspects is something all detectives need to know how to do. In the game, to get people to talk to you, all you have to do is click on them. Let's say I've clicked on Mr. Woogle Woggle here. Our conversation will appear in the text box with his words in yellow and my responses in blue. Click on a response and see what your suspect says next. If there are a lot of words in the text box, use the scroll bar to move the text up and down so you can read along. Excuse me, giant human person, but you seem to be pretty nosy, especially for someone who hardly even has a nose. I mean, compared to mine.
I just love this bit. I think it's so stupidly silly and cute.
Excuse me, Mr. Wiggle Woggle, but I'm not nosy. I'm just very curious. Before you can start playing, you need to decide whether to...
She just continues on in the book, so I'm going to go ahead and back out here. You can flip her light on and off, which is kind of cool. We've got a ship, so that's from Ransom of the Seven Ships. We've got a Venetian mask from Phantom of Venice, and a mug. Ooh, with money. Got a quarter. Mug from Waverly Academy, which is from another one of her games. So let's check out the case file now. Current assignment. Let's see. A student named Jake Rogers was killed at the high school last week. An undercover detective by the name of Beach asked Aunt Eloise if I could go undercover to investigate the murder. I'm posing as a new student to see what the other kids may know about Jake and his untimely end. Fun fact, Detective Beach does not exist in the original version of this game. He's a new character that's created just for the remaster. So, let's go ahead and get into it. Plane ticket. Normally I play on Cedar Detective because I'm so familiar with these games, but I'm going to go ahead and play on Junior so that we have the task list. Just for anybody who isn't as familiar and wants to play along with me, and you can see how everything is kind of set up to help you through the game. So let's get started.
Dear Dad, who would have dreamed taking a vacation to visit Aunt Eloise in Florida would result in another
Hey guys,
case?
welcome!
Seems a student named Jake Rogers was murdered at the high school last week. And an undercover police detective wants me to pose as a student to search for any leads at the school. So, it's undercover I go. I'm calling this case Secrets Can Kill. Love, Nancy.
Okay. Her letter is a lot shorter than in some games. Alright, let's look around. So this is Aunt Eloise's house. Let's step forward and look here. Nancy, I had to close the school library early today, but if you need to do any research for your case, the key to the library is in the safe. Remember not to enter in a wrong combination. Be careful, Aunt Eloise. Alright. So, I hope we don't enter in a wrong combination. I just got tweeted by stinking Arglethump. Okay, anybody who's a fan of Her Interactive probably knows who he is. He just tweeted that his favorite part of the game is seeing Mr. September, and that's actually an allusion to himself, which I'll point out when we get there. That's super cool. I subscribe to him on YouTube. He's a really big person in the Her Interactive community, so that's pretty great. Cool, I'm glad he tweeted me. That was pretty exciting. Okay, so we'll go over there in a second. We'll turn over here. This is a door we can't go through. Aunt Eloise, for staying in her house, you can't go into a lot of rooms, so it's a little bit suspicious in my book. Alright, here's the sitting room or living room, so let's look around. Check out these books. Hidden clues are everywhere. The Haunted Ghost Bridge. Strange things have happened on this bridge. Some people have reported hearing screams and cries from below the span. Others have reported ghostly figures looming at the end. And even others have felt a cold, tingling sensation throughout their body when crossing. No one is certain about the origin of these sightings, but the first documented case of spectral phenomenon occurred around the turn of the last century when a troop of Girl Scouts camped out here. All returned with their hair turned white. None of the frightened campers spoke a word until a year later. A year! At first the girls just babbled incoherently or screamed or laughed, A psychiatrist specializing in traumatic experiences was asked to examine the girls, but the girls would only say one phrase: follow the X to the spot below. We've got some strange letters and numbers down here. Wow, Aunt Eloise, don't you think you probably should have taken your glasses with you? Come on. I never can remember exactly everything that we need to look for, so I tend to mouse hover a lot, so just don't want to miss anything. So we've got the chest here. Ooh, we got some money. I thought there was something else in here, but maybe not. Oh, okay. So we'll look over here. Books. Oh, here's one. Ooh, tea lounge. I assume that means teacher's lounge. Who would do this to a book? That is sacrilege. Come on now. Books are one of the best invention ever created. Okay. Oh, we got a TV with a VCR because people still have VCRs apparently in 2010. Okay. Nope. Oh, goodness. Ooh, this looks like a story that alludes to another game. I'll start here. Arlena and Maggie coming to tea, inquired Carl. You may recognize that name. No, they've gone to see the Bandit's Treasure at the Land of Lakes Theater, replied Anya. Brady Armstrong is playing the lead. They are just putting all the Easter eggs in. Ooh, I once visited Brady's restaurant in Napa, California, squealed Renata. It's called Mama Loney's. It was magnificent. I ate there, said Carl, and got sick on a jellyfish sandwich. Well, that was a really weird sound. I apologize. Bob whinnied. Oh, offered Renata, you should have tried the dog's eye. It was Robin Hood. A barking dog would do well to hold his tongue in that neighborhood, joked Carl. Everyone laughed. I rarely dine out, complained Anya. Only once in a blue moon. Stifling a yawn, Renata put down Glam Glam magazine. When are we going to return to the Big Island? Mike stood up and glared at Renata. Pish, pish. You know I'll never go back there. Oh, don't be such a baby, scolded Renata. Mike is afraid to go back because he got bit by a spider there, she explained to the other guests. He went to the ER and the bill was huge because his copay is so much. My dad always wants to preach and complain about high insurance costs, muttered Lucas. You know, I always wanted to be an astronaut, Carl interrupted. Did you hear that Daryl is going to the Air Force Academy? Is he? Asked Renata, offering a plate of cudlets to her guests. That was so strange. Okay. From the desk of Eloise drew reminders, talk to Jake about library books out of order, call Nancy to get flight number, call Jackie about Spanish schools. Okay. I think that may be everything right here. I have 3/4, man. I am living large. I swear there was something in here. But maybe not. Oh, excuse me, I just got a text message that seems a little bit important, so I'm going to... Okay. Alright, let's go back over here. Ooh. So, I actually know the combination. But, oh yeah, somebody, Story Retold said nostalgia music. I love Nancy Drew music so much because it's just nostalgic to me. And so, I used it all through college. Every time I studied, I would play Nancy Drew music, like from a YouTube playlist or something, in the drawer. Which drawer? This drawer? Is there drawers here? Ah! Thank you. But yeah, I would play while I was studying for exams and things like that, just cramming. I would play Nancy Drew music because it was always so relaxing to me. Even the stuff that's supposed to be like a little bit tense, it was always really relaxing for me. Okay, so we've got the Greek symbols up here, which I have written down just so I don't forget, but that is actually the combination to the safe behind the tapestry. And don't forget, Aunt Eloise said in her letter that we have to put the right combination in, because there is something that can happen badly if you put the wrong combination in. So, dessert and dancing. Okay. Did you hear my dog? You hear her? Oh, hang on. Somebody's knocking on my door. Sorry. I'll be right back, guys. Trying to like pull my weeds for money. And I was like, well, not today, please. Okay. So, combination. We got this weird 6G thing, O with the line, K thing, S thing. I was never in a sorority, so ideas. So that was never really anything that I was super familiar with. And this stinking puzzle. I am just going to tell you right now, I am so sorry at my utter lack of skill in slider puzzles, but I'm going to attempt to do the best I can, and I hope you guys don't all leave, because I'm really bad at these. So if you could just stick it out with me, I'm going to do my best. So here we go. I'm pretty sure this is up here, so I'm going to try to get that up there first. And then that looks like the side of Nancy's head. These obviously need to go over there. I'm actually going to put that over there first. Slide these up this way. Oh, that was dumb. Like I said, I'm really bad at this, y'all. How can I get it like this, and then I can't get it again? Okay. Okay. Now, I know this is the empty space, so I'm going to slide this into there. Okay. I feel like I'm sort of getting somewhere, but I am not exactly sure. Aw, yeah. Aw, buddy. Aw, yeah. Okay. School computer. We actually don't need to do that puzzle to finish the game. It's not a required puzzle. If you know the login name and password, you actually don't have to do that. But I did it anyway because I'm going to try to do this game all the way through without cheating or using any of my previously written notes. Alright, so we've got the school computer login and password. Cool. You guys are so encouraging. This is great. Thanks. Alright, so, let me introduce you to some of the mechanics of this game. This didn't exist in the original either, the whole cell phone. I do love the art, though. I'm pretty sure this is from one of the games, from one of the books. I'm actually a huge fan of the Nancy Drew books. I've been a fan of the Nancy Drew books since I was able to read them. So about 5 or 6 years old, I guess, is when I probably first got into Nancy Drew. I'm actually in the process right now of trying to find and collect all of the books that the games are based on, even if it's just loosely based. So, alright, so you've got your phone, so you can call Ned, good old boyfriend. That's really the only person. We'll call him in a bit, I think. You've got your camera, so you can take all kinds of camera pictures, and you've got your settings. So, my favorite color is green, so I'm going to do green. And let's just look at all the backgrounds. So we got some classic book artwork, the canoeing, Bubbles, which is kind of cute, Castle Malloy from the other game, Dread Isle from another game, and Hawaii from another game. I actually really like the canoeing, so I think I'm going to stick with the canoeing. So that's your phone. Also, anybody who's not familiar, this is your task list. So, as things come available to you, they will be here in your task list. This is really helpful, especially if you have to put the game down and you can't come back to it for a while. It'll help you kind of pick up where you left off, anywhere that you may not remember. So, let's see, we already did that. We have not gone to we did see the note. So, we need to go to the high school, talk to the students, and we need to make sure we look around the library when we get there. So, oh, and the cell phone's ringing.
Nancy Drew, Detective Beach here. How are you?
Good, and yourself?
Frustrated, Nancy. I need some leads, and you're my man. Well, woman, teen, student, whatever. I'll be at Maxine's Diner. Come see me when you found out anything. All contact should be through me.
Can do. So, what's our cover?
Our what?
Our cover. Who should I say you are if anyone sees us and asks?
Oh, right. I'll be your uncle. Uncle Steve. I gotta go now. If you need anything else, come see me at Maxine's. I'm wearing glasses and a green striped shirt.
Uncle Steve, whatever. Okay. Well, so we've got our choices. There used to be another location that was available to you in the original game. It was the Vandalay Pharmacy. You could never go into it. You could always just go to the parking lot. It was actually a pretty big... I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm not going to go too far into it. It was actually a pretty big location toward the end of the game in the original, but it doesn't even exist anymore, so we don't go there. Alright, so Maxine's Diner or the school, Maxine's Diner or the school. Let's go to the diner. Okay. Well, there's a person. I'm going to talk to him and then
Welcome to Maxine's. I'm Daryl Gray. I don't think I've seen you here before.
My name's Nancy Drew. I just moved down here.
Then you'll be attending Paseo Del Mar High. I'm your student council president. If there's anything you need, just let me know.
Thanks. I might just take you up on that offer.
So, what can I do for you?
I'll just say that I thought that Daryl was cuter in the original game, even though he was a 2D character in a 3D world, which didn't exactly match. But I think he definitely went a step down in this game as far as design goes. I think the thing that bothers me the most about him is that his eyebrows are so light that they hardly look existent. Okay. Tell me about the
Tell me about Paseo Del Mar High.
It's a great school. Good teachers, nice students, lots of after-school activities. It's just too bad what happened.
What happened?
One of the students was murdered in the school last week.
Oh boy. Who?
Who was murdered?
A senior named Jake Rogers. He worked here, but I didn't really know him. He kept mainly to himself.
Who did it?
Because you would know.
No one knows, and the police are keeping pretty clammed up about it. But my resources say they're calling in some special detective. Maybe even the FBI.
Man.
Wow, you must have some special contacts.
Just special enough to see beautiful women like yourself.
Oh, Daryl.
What do you mean?
Get it? Contacts? I'm wearing contacts that let me see pretty women. I should get back to work. Nice meeting you, Nancy.
This guy, if he's supposedly so popular, he is quite awkward. I mean, I don't blame him because I'm slightly awkward myself. But this guy, Welcome, Bluebirdie90. Thank you for joining the stream. And the Girl of Many Fandoms. How are these people so comfortable talking about someone being murdered? Not quite sure. Not quite sure. I would be a little more nervous.
Talk to you later.
See ya.
Alright, so let's look around. This is Maxine's Diner. These are some games. Both of these games, actually, are from other Nancy Drew games. But I don't want to waste any quarters playing because they're just for fun. Plus, I don't want to waste you guys' time. It would probably be really boring to sit here watch me play Barnacle Blast for like 10 minutes. You've also got the, what is this called? Jukebox. Gosh. As you can see, it says Nancy Drew backwards. These are a lot of songs from other games as well. So I'm actually going to start one. Let's do Downtown. Oh, I should probably... There we go. Yeah. Oh yeah. Laura Kate would love to see the first one played and then the remaster. That is true. I said at the very, very beginning, I'm not sure if you were here for that I would play the original if my laptop still supported it, but the game is so old at this point, it doesn't. So unfortunately, I settled on the remaster because I do still want to kind of go in a chronological order. I figured this was the next best thing. The original is good. I got it on my 10th birthday, so that was a long, long time ago. I'm 23 now. I got it on my 10th birthday. I played it with my mom, like, every day. Pay attention to these things, by the way. You're going to need to write them all down at one point or another. I'm just going to talk while I walk around. It took me and my mother probably a couple weeks to finish it. It was slightly terrifying for me, especially the end sequence and a few of the game over sequences that can happen. Yeah, I thought it was great. It was quite a few years before I touched another game, because I had been so terrified of that one. I lived on an Air Force base since my dad was Air Force, and one of our neighbors down the street, they had a couple daughters that were close to my age, and they mentioned Nancy Drew once, and I had mentioned that I had had a game, and they asked me which one, and I told them. Dear Daryl, I need to break off our date to the Sadie Hawkins dance. I'm very sorry, but something suddenly came up. Connie. I wonder who Connie is. But they said that Secrets Can Kill was a scary game in comparison to some of the other ones that had come out, and I played Shadow Ranch with them, and it kindled my love, and I fell in love with the series, and Shadow Ranch is still my favorite game to this day. And ever since, I've bought every game in the series, so I am very, very much in love with this series. Okay, so to Maxine, Daryl, Carl, Yuli, and Mel, and Jake Rogers, ooh, that was the guy who got killed, about closing procedure. Maxine wanted me to write a memo describing the finer points of closing the diner. Some people think there are some secrets to the process, but it couldn't be easier. After totaling out the cash register, the cashier brings the cook the receipts to store in the potato bin. The cook also needs to check the life expiration dates on all foods and throw expired ones out. The cashier and cook get all food crumbs off the counter. The cook preps all condiments for the next day. The surfaces are washed so they're bright and shiny. And then a whole bunch of random numbers down here. And HGL3. I always thought it was a little bit weird about Nancy Drew games is that you can like wander around the kitchen of a diner that you don't work at and everybody's just like, yeah, it's totally fine.
Looks like something was removed here.
Hang on, I'm taking a second to read the comments. It does have 2 discs, the original Secrets Can Kill. First ones are still your favorites, Haunted Mansion and Royal Tower. Great games. First game was Shadow at the Water's Edge. Ooh, that is a creepy one to start with. Played the Captive Curse and it's been my favorite ever since. That's cool. Yeah, my best friend, she had never heard of the series. She knew who Nancy Drew was, of course. I mean, Nancy's a pretty prevalent character that's, you know, been everywhere. Ooh, watch out. Scary. So just about a year and a half ago, really. Did I do that yet? Nope. About a year and a half ago, she decided she would like to start playing the games. So she actually picked, she's not playing them in order. She's about halfway done with the series at this point. She has not played them in order, but she picked Shadow at the Water's Edge as her first one. And I think she thought it was kind of boring because it's so puzzle heavy, that game. That right now she says it's not one of her favorites, even though it is one of mine. And I think if she were to go back and replay it now, she would appreciate it more because she's more familiar with the series. But alright, so this is Detective Beach over here. We're going to go talk to him.
Uncle Steve!
Nancy! Why, I haven't seen you since, for a long time. How's your...
Aunt Eloise. Oh, she's fine. And Dad says hello.
You're staying with your aunt, right?
Yes.
So, what do you got for me?
Well, I was hoping you could debrief me on the investigation.
Oh, sure. I'm just a bit... Well, my undercover assignments are usually not so... suburban.
I understand.
The victim was a senior named Jake Rogers. As usual, none of the family, teachers, or students know about any enemies he may have had. Nothing came up from searching his home, computer, cell phone, or locker. His bank records tell a different story. He had a fairly large savings account and a lot of cash deposits. We suspect he was involved in something shady. Drugs, gambling, or blackmail. That's where you fit in. Talk to the students and see what you can find out. We think he might have kept information about his activities in a notebook or journal, so keep a lookout for anything like that. Anything else?
Well, okay. So this guy is a character. That's all I can really say. He's a FBI agent, I believe. That's correct. Oh yeah, by the way, Ned's mustard.
Goodbye.
But to
See
be
you
honest,
later.
Nancy does a lot of the work in this game. He's not super helpful. But oh well, we're working together. So here we go. I just think some of the artwork in here is so cool. Like all the little details that go into games like this, like just, you know, I just think it's awesome. Anyway. Alright, let's go to the school. Let's check our checklist, make sure. We did that.
Check.
So let's go to the school. The school will take a minute to walk around too. Go, go, go. Fighting manatees. Because manatees are definitely good fighters. Got some stuff here in the entryway. I'll be honest with you guys. I was homeschooled for most of my life. Due to my dad being Air Force, it was just a lot easier for me to be homeschooled. I went to school, like regular school, when I was really young. But, oh, my mouse jumped. Oh, maintenance room. But, I didn't go to regular high school. I was in a homeschool association, though, so I did get to do things like prom and drama club and student council and all those things. So I didn't really miss out. I had a ton of friends through those homeschool associations, but I didn't go to a regular school. So whenever I go into high schools, I always get a little bit overwhelmed at like all the lockers and classrooms and all that sort of thing. Ooh, look at this. Friends and family are invited to come to the 5th annual picnic of the Paseo Del Mar Junior High School Marching Band. Meet in the parking lot at 9 in the morning. Picnic will take place December 8th at Walden Reservoir. Woodwinds and percussion should wear full dress whites except for hats. Brass recital is set for later. And another code. You should probably be writing all those down if you're playing with me, or this is the first time and you're wanting notes. So, Arglefumf. This is what he meant. He is Mr. September. With the remaster, they put a lot of pictures of real people down, and he was chosen as Mr. September. So it was really cool that he tweeted me and said that that was his favorite part, because if I was in the game, it would be my favorite part too. Teacher's Lounge.
You're not supposed to go in there.
But I have a key.
I don't care if you have a search warrant. You're not going in.
Fine. Goodness. She is Stuffy. Who are you anyway? Why are you talking to me?
Hi, I'm Connie. You're not from around here, are you? Usually, Paseo del Mar High is really quiet and boring. Lately, it's been totally out of control.
Out of control?
One of the students was killed last week.
Oh no.
Who was killed?
Oh, just this wannabe stud named Jake Rogers.
What do you mean?
Jake Rogers was a total creep. Nobody liked him.
Youch.
I gotta go now. Later.
I feel like that's kind of disrespectful to say about somebody right after they died, even if they were an awful person. You may want to let that die down for a couple weeks before you go telling everybody that he was an awful person, because that's just automatic guilt painted all over you. So, just looking, seeing if there's things to look at. Ooh, more money. Yes, all the money. Gonna be rich. We got $1.25. Do I want a drink? Okay. Let's do a soda. We're just gonna get a soda. It's like a random, wonder what I'll get this time. I'll press soda. So, in the original game, right here was the only phones in the game, for you to call your friends and stuff for hints, but... Alright, so somehow we're gonna have to figure out how to get Connie out of here, so that we can go in the teacher's lounge. You guys, it's so much fun to see you guys' comments. Thank you so much for, participating. Okay, so, as you can see, this is some sort of weird, type that's happened where they've split it. So a crane contestant in a masked disguise won the prize money despite all the lies. And then ASU4. Huh. So somebody won something without telling the truth. That's kind of vague. Alright. Oh, here's another person.
Hi, my name's Nancy Drew. What's your name?
Hal Tanaka. Actually, my first name is much longer than that. But I want to fit in here in America, so I chose Hal as my nickname. I'm a Japanese exchange student.
Why do you think it's easier to have an American name?
I want to be part of the culture and succeed in this country.
Okay. So, what's been going on?
So, what's been going on at school lately?
A murder was committed here. Everyone is very stressed out.
What about you?
Are you stressed out?
I'm studying really hard for exams now. My future as a doctor depends on the outcome of these tests. Also, I think the murder has caused a lot of tension at school.
Wow. Well, who was murdered?
Jake Rogers, a student here at Paseo del Mar High. It's really intense.
Is that all you know about the murder?
I feel uncomfortable speaking about this
Dang
now.
it.
Please, excuse me.
Dang it! Alright, we'll talk to you later. Everybody really wants to talk about it until you, ask a question, and then they're like, oh no! I think that's where I just came from, so I'm not gonna go that way. So, whoever's been hiding all these codes here, or whatever, they've been, pretty thorough, putting one on every single bulletin board in the entire school. So down here we've got something. It says the hidden videotape will seal my murderer's fate. What? So it's kind of like he already knew he was gonna get murdered? Is that the stinking creepiest thing you've ever heard, or what? Hal does remind me of Rintaro a little bit of Shadow at the Water's Edge. However, I think Rintaro is a little more, lively, I guess. I like Rintaro as a character, I do. Keep it going. We keep it going. Ooh, Student art exhibit. Look at all that. I love this one. Looks like Nancy in her blue Corvette. Or her blue Roadster, excuse me. And here's more student art. I love the one of Isis. And this one's super cool. And more. With more money. I'm never gonna go broke. Alright, here's another bulletin board. Here's a allusion to one of the side games that Her Interactive made. Their Dossier series. So, here's some numbers. Which I bet if they were to be letters, that it would be a code. But to be honest, I don't think I want to decode this one because the only thing that's really important is this part! Library in a second. I'll have to remember when I come out of the library to go to the right. Okay. Grape, grape, orange, cool. We'll play the alarm in the school. I'm actually going to write that down because for some reason I don't have that written down. Let me grab this pen. Ugh. Grape, grape, orange, cool. Alright, we'll need that. Have you guys ever heard the original Nancy Drew rap that played? Wait, what? Yeah. Okay. The Nancy Drew rap that was on the original game. And it's like a bullet from a gun. She arrives on the scene. Have you guys ever heard that? It can be found on YouTube still. It was like, I think it was played during the credits of the original game. It's such a cool song. And it dates the game very much, it does. But it's still really, really cool. And if you ever get a chance to look it up and listen to it, I definitely think you should. So there's a whole bunch of books to look at. A lot of them aren't important. And they're books that you can that are found in other games, so I think they're just thrown in as Easter eggs. But so here's Ichigo. If anybody is looking to become an Ichigo master, here you go. This is all you need. They even have the chi cries included. So I mean, you're all set. I don't know if there's any on this side. Yep. Aha. Gemstone identification. I've seen this book before too. I'm trying not to give too many spoilers. I mean, I know that probably a lot of you guys are super familiar with the series and already know where a lot of these books are from, but if anybody's watching that's not familiar, I really don't want to spoil. Yeah, these are all books from past games. I really don't want to spoil it if I don't have to. I think one of the fun things about Nancy Drew is experiencing the mysteries for the very first time. It's just that sense of excitement. So. The Girl in Mini Fandom says the music in this game scares me so much. I remember when I played the Captive Curse for the first time, I quit almost immediately. Yeah, that music does it's got that very Bavarian sort of like old school German, like, castle chant kind of stuff, and it is a little bit creepy. So, while I'm looking around, I'm just going to chat a little bit. Maybe a little bit about myself. I go by Tori. I'm 23 years old. I am a graduate from film school. I work on film sets as often as I can, which is less often than I'd like, but still every couple months I'm on for a consistent number of weeks. I really love it. It's pretty awesome. My dream is to eventually work at Disney World, and I actually had an interview at Disney World last week. I didn't make it, but I didn't feel too bad about it. There were 170 people there for interviews, and only 8 made it through. So it's a really strict business, but I'm not giving up. I'm going to go back and do it. So here's a book on the Braille alphabet, so that one maintenance door closet will help us with this Braille. So make note of that, and we'll know where to find it if we need to. Check your comments again. I found Ghost of Thornton Hall slightly creepy. Not like jump scare creepy though. It was very like, more like consistently eerie. This music though. Yeah. Did I miss something up here? Oh, I sure did.
That medallion Connie is wearing is kanji for crane.
So you definitely have to pick this book up. It's kind of weird that the text jumps off the page as Nancy's looking at it too. So I might want to put this enchanted book down before it turns into like an animal or something. Catalog search in case we ever need to look up a book. You think the new one might be creepy? Or if you guys are talking about Midnight in Salem, I'm really excited for that game. I am among the people who are not upset with Her Interactive for taking their time. I know a lot of people are getting really, really frustrated. I've seen a lot of almost accusations flung at Her Interactive, like that they don't care about us as their fans anymore, that they're spending too much time and effort on the new coding app that they're creating. I don't necessarily think that's true. I don't know what it's like to work at Her Interactive, and I'm not going to assume that I do, just because I really want this game to come out. I'm a firm believer that if you can take more time and effort to make a game better, then it's worth the wait. And so I'm perfectly okay waiting. And I know that I'm in the minority when I say that, but it's really okay. We'll eventually get it. I'm not sure when, but I have faith that we eventually will, and I'm willing to give it its fair shot before I jump on the bandwagon of Her Interactive is going downhill, because I genuinely don't believe it is. I don't think changes necessarily mean bad things, and so I'm excited. Oh, I think I skipped a money. What the heck? Did you hear that? Did you guys hear that? Did you guys hear that alarm? And then the running? Because I don't remember that. And now I'm slightly worried that I'm going to be caught and kicked out of the library. I really hope I'm not boring you guys. Anything else is really needed in here, so I think I might get out of the library. That's the reason I didn't go out into the bookshelf columns. That alarm scared me out of my seat. Okay. Alright, so does it say that? Wow, okay. In the library?
Still have to do that.
Nope. Well, I don't know what I could have missed. Oh yeah, follow directions of the secret map. I totally forgot to even read the directions. Let's do that. If anything happens to me, search under My combo in catalog. Oh, his combo. We don't know his combo yet, but we'll come back and do that.
That's done.
Okay. We're at the gym, y'all. Here's some more things. Know where to turn to, know where to hide. Let the books in the library be your answer guide. That someone must hide. Wow, I can't read backwards. Reflects big secret. Am I reading this backwards? Okay, wow, my brain. Okay. Let's go to the bathroom. Oh, hello, person who's standing in the corner.
Whoa, a new girl at school. Do you realize what destiny has brought you today? Yours truly, Hector Sanchez. But you can just call me the Hulk.
The Hulk?
You are new around here. I play for the Manatees, one of the best teams in the state. I leave the others in the dirt, man. Soon it's college ball, and then the pros. Showtime.
Okay.
One of the best teams in the state?
Hello? Paseo del Mar High School has been Florida's #1 football team for the last 4 years. I've been trying to get the coach to change that lame mascot ever since I first made the team.
Okay.
Is there anything you're afraid of?
Me? When I walk down the halls, it's punks like Jake Rogers who fear me.
Do you have any enemies?
My only enemies are on the field. Off the field, I'm a pussycat. Is there anything else I can enlighten you on?
I guess you'd have to be pretty tough to be #1.
Listen, sweetheart, to be the best, you gotta be aggressive and show them who's boss. Like the guy who killed Jake.
Wow.
That's a pretty harsh way to talk about someone who was murdered.
You have to be aggressive to survive in this world. Jake just couldn't cut it, that's all.
How well did you know Jake Rogers?
I knew Jake, but I didn't hang out with him. Sorry, can't talk now. I gotta go to practice. Later.
He gotta go to practice, and then he stands there in the corner. Liar. Okay, so let's keep looking around, and then I'll come back and do the grape, orange, cool thing that we read. Find the morning edition and discover another crime. The answer is in black and white. To who will do the time? Okay. So, here's Jake's locker. We can get into it. His combo is, if you pull up a phone, it would be Jake. So, that would be 5253. So that is his combination. English Essays Through the Ages. A treatise on etiquette. Wow, I said that stupidly. By Prudence Rutherford. Okay, we know who she is. So, I wonder why he has that. Weird. Here's a tape. That's empty. Judo today. Huh. Masked marauder flattens foes. Weird. Paseo Times break-in at local pharmacy. So it looks like a steroid was taken. Weird. Okay. So that's a really weird collection of things to have in your locker. We'll try to figure out why he has all of those things. That will help. Wait. Up, down, left, right. The first letters will help my plight. Okay, so that, and we got another code. Gotta collect all those codes. Okay,
Did that. Can't check that off yet.
so we didn't ask Hulk yet. We haven't checked the teacher's lounge because we need to get Connie out of there. We read everything in Jay's
Check.
locker.
Did
We
that.
did that.
Check.
We technically didn't ask anybody.
That's done. Can't check that off yet. Haven't done that.
Check out all the posters. Oh, okay, we need to do that. We need to go back to the library. Okay,
That's done.
so let's just make another round. Yo. Come.
Hey, Nancy, need something?
Have you seen any of those weird messages on the bulletin boards?
Yes, and if I catch the guy who's doing it, he's going to be in big trouble. I bet it's the same person who keeps on setting off the soda machine alarm.
Ah.
I guess that comes with the territory of being school monitor.
Normally it's not this hectic. When I figure out who's been pulling all these pranks.
How well do you know Daryl Gray?
I wish I knew him better. He's the only guy I'd ever consider dating. He's student council president, holds a cool job at a diner called Maxine's, and drives a Seaback X80.
Drives a sports car and works at a diner? That doesn't compute.
Yeah, I don't get it either. Daryl's family was rich and used to throw major parties all the time, but not anymore.
Okay.
Do you know why Jake had an empty video cassette case in his locker?
No. Why are you so interested in Jake anyway? I gotta go now. Later.
No, talk to me.
Nancy, I'm starting to wonder about you.
Why did you break your date with Daryl to the Sadie Hawkins dance?
It's a long story.
I have nothing but time.
Do you know Hal Tanaka?
Not very well. He's an exchange student from Japan and a total workaholic. He told me he's trying to get more scholarships for college. Lately, he's been looking really burnt out. I think the pressure's getting to him.
Okay.
What pressure?
I guess it's a big deal for his family that he get into a good school on a free ride.
Ah.
What do you know about Hulk Sanchez?
He's a big jock on campus. Never dated him or anything.
Okay.
I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Okay, so soda machine alarm. We can definitely do that. Because we are really great people and we don't want to cause Connie any more stress or anything. Okay.
Have you heard of Hulk Sanchez?
Heard of him? Hulk holds the conference record for quarterback sacks. He's been the state's #1 player since he was a freshman. He's also a candidate for a big university, even with his injury.
Injury?
Hulk got hurt a few weeks ago. Ever since that game, he hasn't played the same. I worry that his chances of playing for a top school are not as good as before his injury.
Do you know why Jake had an empty video cassette case in his locker?
I didn't know Jake was interested in video. I avoided him whenever I could.
Do you know Connie Watson?
Yes, we've been in a few classes together. I think she was dating Jake Rogers.
She was dating Jake Rogers?
What can you tell me about Daryl Gray?
He's very popular, and a good politician, too. Just like his father.
Like his father?
I hear he was a great politician, but not a very good businessman. I think his company went bankrupt a few years ago.
Connie told me you study too hard. Is that true?
Connie doesn't know my study habits. I can handle my studies. I'm behind in my studies and I must get back to the library. Bye, Nancy.
I can handle my studies. I'm behind in my studies. Okay. Alright. Cool. Alright, we gotta look at the posters in here too. If anything happens to me, look in my chemistry book, page 305. Okay. So, I don't know where Jake's chemistry book is, though. Hello.
How's it
Again.
going?
Do you know Hal Tanaka?
That dude is always studying. He's a huge fan of mine. Real smart guy. But I never understood why a brain like Tanaka would hang out with slime like Jake.
Fan?
Tanaka never missed a game. That is until he started hanging out with Jake.
Hal was a friend of Jake's?
Let's just say I saw them talking together a lot. Jake's locker was right next to Hal's.
But they weren't really friends, is that what you're saying?
Jake didn't really have friends, and Hal, he may seem pretty chill, but I've seen him crack a couple of times. He's seriously uptight.
Crack a couple of times.
He's got a temper, a bad one. He lets the pressure build and build until he's wound so tight the slightest thing sets him off. Like last week, I strike him out during gym, and he goes ballistic and charges the mound. He's got some serious issues. Now that I think of it, last time I saw them together, Hal seemed pretty upset.
What can you tell me about Connie Watson?
She hangs out at the gym a lot. I heard she's been having a real tough time.
Nancy encourages gossip, I am realizing.
Tough time?
I heard she's been having some money problems.
What can you tell me about Daryl Gray?
He seems like a cool guy. His family used to sponsor the annual football awards dinner until last year. You know, he's the one who found Jake's body.
Oh, gosh.
Do you know why Jake had an empty video cassette case in his locker?
I didn't pay much attention to Jake. I'm tired of talking about that loser.
Tell me about the robbery at the drug station pharmacy.
Why would I know about a robbery? All I know about is football.
I'm really sorry you got injured. Does that affect your chances of playing college ball?
I had a little sprain, no big deal. Within a week, I was better than before, and impressing the football scouts. I'm as strong as ever.
Okay.
I'll talk to you later.
Bye, Nancy.
Okay. Ooh, I bet these are... Ooh, judo. For men and women. Okay. Let's set off the alarm, y'all. Rape. Orange cool.
Nice one!
Ha 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 ha! Now we should run. Wait, did I go the right way? Okay, yeah. Here we go. What? Oh yeah, I have to tell her.
Nancy, I'm starting to wonder about you.
Someone set off the alarm on the soda machine again.
Connie, the student monitor, to the rescue. Again.
Does she have anything to look at? Oh yeah. Oh man. Looks like a breakup letter? Something like that? Okay, I have a key. Here we go. Let's look around. We're in that teacher's lounge. Okay. Oh, money. More money. Just collect all the money. Okay, admin. Okay. Well, we know that it is Eloise Drew. Password O Wise Elder. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. That was easy to print. Mail. Let's go through our aunt's email. Eloise, we need to find a replacement for Jake Rogers for bulletin board duty. Please send me a list of candidates you recommend for this duty. No CD. No recycling. Locate missing books. Gather donations. Update meeting information. Take down student art exhibit. Have library computers network with the school. Maintenance. Clean the stairwell. Repair the lock on the video lab door. Check ADA requirements for doors. Call Dylan for the boiler service and change the password to the boiler room door? Okay, what's up with the boiler? That sounds kind of scary, y'all. Okay, maintenance room is note. So we turn note into braille, and that'll be the combination to the door. Help? Okay. It's basically like, to do things, click things. Oh, great, cool. Got it. Alright, anything up here to look at? Make me some lunch. I am 106% hungry though. Hey, there's a Nancy Drew book cover. CLD2, there's another code. Great Enterprises posts third loss. Stock tumbles. Oh man. So this sounds like Daryl's father isn't doing as great as we thought. Gosh, game! Giving us so much money. Like we would ever need this many quarters. A trophy was not the only prize, but also money of a greater size. AGD1. Yeah. Files, man. Okay. How?
This looks exactly like the one in Jake's locker.
Aw, crud. It's copied. Dang. Didn't know that Hal was capable of that sort of cheating. Didn't seem like the kind of guy. Alright, let's check this out. Security detail report. Alright, so at 5:15, the lights were left on in the library. Sent an email to Eloise Drew. At 6, all the outer entrance doors checked and locked. Backpack belonging to Connie Watson found in the student union. Placed in lost and found. Several outside security lights are out. Work order submitted. Toolbox from Dylan. The HVAC service left in the boiler room. Left note with maintenance. At 7, patrolled outside grounds on foot. Dumpsters by cafeteria were not properly secured. Several raccoons in the area. I've sent several notes to kitchen staff to secure the dumpsters. This needs to be addressed. Okay. At 8:05, observed a young man peering through school entrance doorway. He identified himself as an exchange student and was trying to retrieve his homework. I let him in and escorted him to his locker and escorted him out of the building. At approximately 8:30 p.m., I overheard two individuals arguing outside Geyser Gym. When I approached them, two males ran down Rutherford Street. The first male was approximately 5 foot 5 inches, 120 pounds, red hair, 15 to 18 years old. He wore a green windbreaker and jeans. The second male was 15 to 18 years old and wore a football jersey with the numbers 8 or 0 on it. At 9:25 p.m., I caught several students soaping teachers' lounge windows. Students admitted they were engaged in a senior prank. I instructed the students to clean the windows and to leave campus. The students involved were Daryl Gray, Nathan Gomber, and Yvonne Wong. The students' names have been given to Principal Parton. At 12:01 a.m., I heard screams from the east stairwell. After calling 911, found male teenager who apparently fell from stairs. Attempted to apply first aid. See police report for further details. Yeesh. Okay. Wonder if I'm gonna get in trouble for this.
Hello?
You better stop your nosing, or it'll get bent way out of shape.
What? Heck no! I'm Nancy Drew!
Dylan Heating, Ventilation, Air Conditioning, and Cooling. How may I help you?
Hi, this is Nancy Drew. You called me and threatened me?
No, I didn't. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yes, you did. I saw your caller ID number.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. I'm sorry, miss, if you're having trouble with your air conditioning. We'll send a technician to find a permanent solution.
I'm not talking about air conditioning. I'm talking about you threatening me.
I didn't threaten you.
Look, I'm not going to play this game with you.
Alright. Okay. Look here, sir. Do you know who you are dealing with? I am Nancy Drew, and I potentially put myself in life-threatening situations on a day-to-day basis, okay? Goodness. Alright. We did this.
Check.
We did this.
Did that.
I don't think we finished that yet. We need to do that. Did that. Did that. Did that.
That's done.
Did that. And we did that.
That's done.
Done all these things. Oh, we haven't had a chance to talk to Connie about that.
That's done. Still have to do that.
Well, we're right here by Hal, so I guess we could talk to him about that.
You plagiarized your senior essay on etiquette, and Jake knew about it.
Yes, Nancy. I'm very ashamed. My family will be extremely unhappy about this terrible mistake I have made. Somehow, Jake found out I copied that old essay. Then he blackmailed me into doing his homework for him.
Why did you copy the essay?
I had no other choice. My family won't let me stay in the United States unless I get a scholarship next year. I had to take extra courses to earn the scholarship. Before I realized what I had done, I was buried in work. I copied the essay because I was desperate.
What happened when Jake found out?
Jake demanded I do all his homework for the rest of the semester, or he would tell my family everything. What else could I do? My family was depending on me to succeed.
Were you desperate enough to kill him?
I was not happy about the situation, but I would never kill anyone. I value human life.
Yeah,
Please
that's what they all
don't tell
say.
anyone about this. I beg you. You will gain nothing if you do, and it would destroy my family if they knew what really happened. I regret what I have done. Please let me have this chance to become a doctor. I promise to make up for this mistake, even if it takes the rest of my life.
If you didn't kill Jake, do you have any idea who did?
Nancy's getting kind of
When I
gutsy,
delivered
like,
Jake's homework to him the other day,
Going ahead
he
and-
mentioned being late for a meeting with Daryl Gray.
flipping
It
accusations.
was very strange. I didn't know they were friends.
Okay.
See ya.
Goodbye, Nancy.
Are you guys still doing okay? You viewers, my few small viewers. You guys still doing okay? Anything that you want to see? Anything you don't want to see? Just let me know. Ah! Ooh, Evidence by J. Rogers. Under My Seat. Okay. Thanks for all the emojis, story retold. Obviously, you're still doing okay.
Check.
Look for evidence under a seat in the library. Okay. Well,
Check.
as you can see,
Haven't done that.
This game is a good bit shorter than most of the ones. We're probably already past the halfway point, to be honest, and we've only been playing for an hour and 15 minutes. Which is actually okay, because I have something I have to go do tonight, so I wouldn't be able to be streaming for a very long time. But, wow! Here's a whole bunch of things. Okay. to do anything with that right now.
That's done.
So, let's go talk to Connie. Which way is faster? I think this one maybe. Really? Okay, while I'm here by the library, I'm gonna do what Story Retold said and type in fiction. But yeah, I'm glad that this is putting you guys in good moods. Like, that's awesome. I love Nancy Drew. And you're right, not a lot of people stream it, which I think is kind of sad. I'm also a huge fan of Pokemon, but you can find Pokemon streams all the time. So I wanted to do some. Whoa. You were right. These are all those books that we were looking at. Yeah, I think it's sad that there's not a lot of her interactive streams. Holy cow. You would believe? Dang. Wow. Okay. That was a cool Easter egg. Never done that before. Thanks for that. Hey Connie, tell us about your necklace.
Nancy, I'm starting to wonder about you.
Your medallion has a symbol that means crane, and crane is the name of the judo school on the poster in the gym.
What a coincidence. Funny, I never noticed. I gotta go now. Later.
No! I hate when they
Hey,
do
Nancy, need something?
Didn't I hear you were dating Jake?
Hey, a girl can make a mistake, can't she?
Hope
Guess so.
told me money's been tight for you these days.
What a dork! Hulk Sanchez doesn't know the first thing about my life. He needs to get a life and stop talking about mine.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably true, but you know.
I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Okay, let's go back to the diner, actually. We haven't been back there in a while. We can kind of check in with Detective Beach and talk to Daryl. What up?
Hey, gorgeous. Glad you stopped by.
Well, hey.
What's the word on the street?
Well, your uncle isn't here if that's who you're looking for. I'm sorry for saying this, but he's kind of a Mr. Cranky Pants.
How so?
He's on edge from drinking all of our coffee, and last week he seriously
You
freaked
look a
out
little
on me.
cross-eyed right now, Daryl.
What happened?
I don't know. He lost something in the diner and accused us of stealing it. He went kind of psycho.
Do you know Connie Watson?
Not that well. She keeps to herself a lot. I've always thought there's something mysterious about her. Kind of the same way I feel about you.
Thanks for the compliment, but I'm already seeing someone.
That's cool. I'm just saying, not playing.
Hal Tanaka told me Jake said he had a meeting with you once, but I thought you said you hardly knew him.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he had to talk to me about work.
Do you know why Jake had an empty video cassette case in his locker?
Why were you in Jake's locker?
It was open, and I just looked through it.
Oh. I have no idea. What else can I do for you?
Someone said you were caught soaping up the windows on the teacher's lounge.
Yeah, I totally got busted. It was a senior prank. I had to spend 2 days in detention.
Wasn't that the night Jake was murdered?
Yeah, I guess it was. Never really thought about that.
Yeah, I'm sure you didn't.
Do you know why Connie broke your date to the Sadie Hawkins dance?
No, it was really weird. But what was even weirder is that she took Jake instead of me. Like I said, she's mysterious.
What can you tell me about Hal Tanaka?
Hal's an exchange student who's all scholarships and study. He's very intense about becoming a doctor.
How well do you know Hulk Sanchez?
Big guy, big muscles, big dreams. A lot of football scouts have been coming over to watch him play. He must be under a lot of pressure to perform.
Is your dad the owner of Gray Enterprises?
Yep, that's him. I have an internship in the computer department at the plant. It's mega boring, but it'll look good on my college application.
Oh, Nancy, you get so gutsy.
Didn't I hear that Gray Enterprises went bankrupt?
So what if it did? My dad is working really hard to get the company back on track, and it doesn't help to have vultures like you gloating over it.
I'm sorry, Daryl. I didn't mean to gloat.
That's okay. I'm just a little touchy about it. What else can I do for you?
Didn't I hear that you found Jake's body?
Yeah, I did. The student council president gets keys to the school. We had an early morning council meeting and I found him lying there. It was the worst thing I ever experienced in my life. And I really don't want to think about it right now.
I bet that is rough.
Bye.
Oh, before I forget, someone left this note for you. It was on the counter when I got back from break.
It's from Dylan. Mitch Dylan. Oh, crud. Oh, dang. Oh, no.
Bye, Nancy.
Anybody who wants to meet in a basement is not a good person. Can we meet in the park, please? Oh boy. I'm going to get this before I forget, because otherwise I'm going to be punching myself in the head. So let me grab this, and put this. That should probably be something that they get fixed, by the way, instead of just holding it up. Hey, dude. How do I get over there? Oh, I have to go all the way over here? Oh, man, he's gone. He's not here. Oh, dang. Where are you? I need your help, bro. I just got threatened, and now I'm gonna go meet some man I don't know in a basement where no one can see me. Oh boy. I'm gonna call Ned, because Ned makes me feel better about myself. So, I'm gonna call Ned for a second. Ned, help.
Hello? Is this Martha Winterglassen? Who is please calling me?
No. I'm trying to reach Ned Nickerson.
Nancy, it's Ned. I thought with you being undercover and everything, I had to take on a different persona.
Ned, I'm the one who's undercover, not you.
Okay. I guess I'll just go undercover vicariously through you, which for some odd reason feels very deja vu-ish.
It'd probably be a good idea if you didn't mention my assignment to anyone. You never know who may be related to this case, even up at Emerson.
Your secret's safe with me, along with your heart.
You're such a sweetie.
Enough lovey-dovey talk. It'll make me miss you even more. So have you found any homicidal secrets yet?
How can I figure out the puzzle box that Jake left?
Until you can find the first step, you won't be able to. But in the meantime, look for his 18 steps. Think chemistry.
Bye, Ned.
Bye, Nancy.
I actually think I may have missed something, when Ned said that, so I'm gonna go back.
What can I do for you?
And look.
Bye.
Later.
I think I may have missed something in the kitchen back here, so let me look around. Maybe not. Thought there was something behind here. Maybe not. Okay. Well, I'm actually gonna save. Let's do, we'll call this Twitch stream. What is today? The 13th? Yep, 4/13. Just in case. Alright, let's go hang out with Mitch, our super cool friend who calls us and threatens us with death and things. Okay. So it would be N-O-T and E. hope I have everything, because otherwise it's gonna be a game over. There's gonna be a game over, a second chance. Oh, dang. It's gonna blow up. We do not know the combination. So. Oh, crud. We can't get out of here. I'm not worried about that money right now. Get these gloves. Protect my little hands. My girly, feminine hands. Cut these. Cut. Cut those. Alright, now. Crud. I forgot to look at what they have to be at. Here, here, and there. I'll try to remember that. Gloves. Boom. Boom. I think you have to move them like this. Is that it? Is that safe? Is that good? Okay. Woo! Woo! Alright, so now that we've saved ourselves and the school from utter blow-upification, let's see. There's no dude in here, like a big liar. Hey, there's a weird symbol that I don't know why it's there, but let's grab that. So I saved us from dying, guys. I guess I suppose I could have done like a second chance, but to be honest, when I get into these moments of second chanceness, I get sweaty hands and I just really want to do well. So, anyway, I picked up a random tape there, so I guess we could go back and watch that. Yeah, Laura Kate 10 says, "That dang Mitch, you are right. Dang Mitch, calling us, trapping us." Okay, let's watch this. Oh, huh. Okay, so you definitely had the Hectanol. Mass Judo. It is definitely Connie. Oh, crud. That's the essay book from Jake's locker. Oh, no. No, come on, no. How? He has the dirt on everyone, doesn't he? Is that it? Is that it? We done? Oh, crud. Guys. So you all have a motive now to kill Jake, because he really was a slime ball. May he rest in peace, he was still a slime ball. So.
Did that. That's done.
I really want to go see if Detective Beach is back, because
Did that.
he wasn't there when we went to go check.
Can't check that off yet.
We still don't have... What am I missing for opening that box? Hey, you.
Nancy, you look terrible. What happened to you? Are you okay?
Yeah, it's nothing.
It was nothing. Let's just say I ran into an old flame.
Well, suit yourself. How are things otherwise?
Daryl mentioned that you had lost something last week?
Yes. I lost my wallet. A lot of my undercover contact information is in the wallet, including yours. You can imagine what would happen if that information fell into the wrong hands.
Did you ever find it?
It was in my hotel room all along. I think I was drinking too much coffee, starting to affect my mind.
I found the videotape Jake made. It shows some students that Jake was blackmailing.
Was one of the students Daryl Gray?
No.
That's surprising. My intuition says that Blondie Burger Boy is involved in this somehow. Good lead, but we really need to find that journal of Jake's.
I'm working on it.
I think a student may have killed Jake because he was blackmailing him, or her.
You're getting great leads, but think and may have are not good enough. We need to find hard evidence, like Jake's journal.
And what are you doing? Sitting
Bye-bye.
here at the diner?
Be careful.
Eating burgers and drinking coffee? Making me do all your dirty work? Nancy does a lot of people's dirty
So,
work.
how'd your day
Come
go
on.
with the mysterious note-leaving guy?
Let's just say he almost took my breath away.
Good, so I'm still in the running for you.
Daryl, I'm not interested.
Okay, I get the picture.
You're just not
See
as
you
cute
later.
as you used to be, Daryl.
See ya.
That's why. I can't be into you anymore. Alright. If you guys don't mind, I'm going to take a super quick bathroom break. I'm also going to go get myself another glass of water. So if you guys will give me 5 minutes, please don't leave because I love you guys and I'm going to try to finish this game up before I have to go, which I haven't. I still have like another hour and a half before I need to go anywhere, but I'm going to try to finish this up in that time. So if you guys please don't leave, I will be right back. I just need to run to the restroom and get myself a glass of water. I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. Okay, so I think what I need to do is find Jake's chemistry book. I'm hoping it's in the library if I'm remembering correctly. I think that'll get us going on opening that box under his chair. Ooh, I keep forgetting that I need to open this with a key. I want to do that before I start to accuse everybody. Is this his chemistry book? Yeah. Okay, yeah. I don't know why I didn't look at this before. Okay. Things to remember for me. The answer to my fate lies in the box. A matchbook behind Maxine's schedule holds the first step. Okay, so that must have been the matchbook we just picked up. Girl of many fandoms. I don't want to spam the feed, but we do believe we're nearing the end of the game. We are nearing the end of the game. So, it is the fastest Nancy Drew game. I've tried to go through this kind of slow, too, which is why I took my time going through, like, a lot of the books here in the library and stuff like that. I don't know if you guys have seen Argle Bump's YouTube video. He can speedrun this game in like 9 minutes. It's insane. So this is, I think, the fastest Nancy Drew game in the entire series. Okay, my messages hold the remaining 18 steps. Those have been the messages that we've been collecting, so we should have those, all of those. The elements tell the order, and the letter and digit tell the direction. So, like, U2 would be up to. So. And so, we've got this. So, all the elements are, of course, labeled, you know, all the way down to 71. I have been, as we've been going, Laura Kate, yeah, gonna have to go look that up. You should! Like I said, it's only a 10-minute, like, commitment to watching the video, and he does the entire game. He skips everything that's not needed. But yeah, so, okay, so we got the periodic table of elements. As we've been going, I've actually been writing down all of the codes, so, and I have them actually in order by number. So, let me make sure. I'm pretty sure I have them, but let me just make sure real quick. Yeah, I do. Okay, cool. So, let's... Do I have everything else then? Can I open the box? Yeah? I think so. Guys. We've got this. So here's where we start, is this little thing. Alright. So, the first one we have is helium, which is up to 1, 2. Then we go with carbon, which is right 1. Sodium, which is left 3. 1, 2, 3. Then we've got chlorine, which is down 2. Potassium, I think, is next. Yep, right 1. What is the in zinc, which is down 1. Arsenic is up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Krypton is left 2. 1, 2. Then we've got yttrium. I really don't know how to say that. Y-T-T-R-I-U-M. Down 3. This music scares me too, yeah, guys, don't worry. And then we've got zirconium, which is right 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we've got silver, which is down 1. And beryllium, which is left 3. 1, 2, 3. Then we've got iodine at up 2. And we've got xenon at right 3. Xenon always makes me think of that old Disney Channel movie, Xenon, Girl of the 21st Century, who lived on the space station, and it was super cool. And I don't know if any of you guys remember that, or if you're old enough to remember that, but it was pretty awesome. Okay, then we've got lithanium, which is up 2. And hafnium, which is left 1. Then iridium, which is down 2. And mercury, which is left 1. Boom! We got ourselves another tape. Okay, before we go watch this tape, let's go talk to everybody about their dirt. Because we really like to do that. Yeah, favorite Disney Channel movie. Me and Laura Kate. Cool. Alright, let's talk to Hulk, because he's right here.
I'm not into pushy girls. Do me a favor and bother someone else.
Pushy?
Jake knew you broke into the drug station. He was blackmailing you, wasn't he?
Yeah, he found out I stole the steroids and threatened to turn me over to the cops. It would have meant the end of my football career if I didn't cooperate.
Why did you steal the steroids?
I got hurt really bad in a game a few weeks back. Broke 4 ribs and cracked 2 others. I had to keep playing even though I was hurt. I needed to impress the scouts. Then I started taking steroids. It wasn't worth it because I was still in pain, and all my free time was spent playing errand boy for Jake.
Did you kill him?
I'm not a killer, Nancy. I didn't do it. The last thing Jake had me do was deliver a note to Daryl Gray. It was in a sealed envelope, so I couldn't read it. My bet is Jake was blackmailing Daryl.
I gotta go.
Later.
Okay. He says he didn't do it. Do we believe him? What do you guys think? Do you believe him?
Oh, it's you, Nancy. I'm really embarrassed to see you again.
We technically already talked to him
See ya.
about his plagiarized
Farewell,
paper.
Nancy.
Hey, Nancy, need something?
I know you're the unknown winner of that judo competition. Jake Rogers had it all on videotape.
Yes, Nancy. I'm the mysterious winner of the men's tournament. It wasn't easy for me, and I'm proud of what I did.
Did you kill Jake to stop him from blackmailing you?
Are you crazy? Of course not. I didn't kill Jake.
Jake was threatening to expose you, maybe even make you lose your black belt, and he forced you to break your date with Daryl. Life would have been so easy with him out of the way.
I didn't kill Jake.
I just noticed for the first time that Connie is drinking a soda called Fizz with a PH. If that's not something from the late 90s, early 2000s, I don't know what is.
I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Okay, so we just need to talk to Daryl and Detective Beach, and then we will go watch that tape and trigger the endgame sequence. Oh boy! Oh boy! Thank you guys so much for joining me on my first stream, by the way. I was really kind of nervous about how this was going to go. I didn't know if,
What can I do
if
for
it
you?
was going to be at all something that, you know, I would enjoy or that you guys would enjoy. And I know I only had a very few number of viewers, but you guys have made it really, really fun for me. So thank you so much. And I really hope that you guys come back and maybe follow me here on Twitch so that the next time I get a chance to stream, you know, I'll just move along in the chronological order. So I'll definitely do Stay Tuned for Danger next, and you know, we can get back together and you know, go through the games and just chat. And I just really appreciate you guys sticking around and watching it.
Hulk Sanchez said he saw you delivering an envelope to Jake.
Okay, so I gave him an envelope. Big deal. It was about a school project I'm working on. Hey, what is it with all these questions? I'm really starting to wonder who you are exactly, Nancy Drew. I'm out of here. If Maxine drops by, make up a good excuse about why I had to leave. See you around, Nancy.
Wow, Drew. Okay.
Hi, Nancy.
I found a notepad in the library that seems like a message from Jake.
Really? Tell me more.
It says, "Things to remember me," and seems to give clues about the answer to my fate lies in a box.
This is the best lead we've had. I think I could break the case. Follow whatever directions he gave to find this box. His journal could be in there. Excellent work, Nancy Drew. But remember, you need to keep a low profile and be careful.
Okay.
See you around.
Goodbye, Nancy.
Here we go. Honestly, this house is super cute, right? It kind of has like this little like cottagey type look to it. Super cute.
This is the story of a student council president gone terribly bad. Let's take a look at what kind of homework he's bringing home from Daddy's top secret military industrial aerospace factory. But what does Daryl do with this stuff? He's too stupid to really know what it all means. But he's not too stupid to know how much these industrial secrets are worth. You see, Daryl's selling out to our local air conditioning guy, Mitch Dillon. Not sure what a guy specializing in HVAC does with satellite schematics, telemetry encodings, and signature intelligence, but I'm sure whatever it is, it's not exactly legal. But it's probably worth a lot of money to Mitch to keep it quiet. Breaking news, check it out. I found out who Mitch is selling Daryl's secrets to. This dude, can you imagine? This dorkoid is the ringleader of some kind of clearinghouse for military secrets. And Mr. Clueless just forgot his journal full of important notes like contact numbers, system passwords, project code names, amounts paid, etc., etc. And some other stuff I don't understand, but I can tell that this guy will pay top dollar to get it back. But just in case, should anything happen to me, I'm putting the journal in a safe place. I taped it underneath one of the book carts at the school, but I doubt he'll give me much trouble. Just a ton of cash. So if you find this video, come look me up. I'll probably be long gone from Paseo del Mar and tanning my bod on my very own private island, retired at 17.
Aunt Eloise? Is that you?
Oh, crud. Oh, crud. Oh, crud. Isn't that weird that you can see the reflection, but you cannot see Nancy? She must be a vampire. Oh, crud. Here we go.
Detective Beach, I didn't expect you.
I just thought I'd come by and see how you're doing. You seemed kind of in a hurry. Did you find the journal?
Yes, I found your journal.
My what?
Jake's journal. I found Jake's journal.
No. You said my journal. You said that you found my journal. Why don't we step into the living room and have a nice chat about where my journal is, Oh, and why don't you give me your cell phone? I'd hate to be interrupted during our little tete-a-tete.
So, this Detective Beach, an undercover assignment, was just a ruse to get me to find your journal. You killed Jake, didn't you?
Yes, I did con you into this undercover charade, and you just ate it up. I mean, you had the lingo, the self-important attitude. You're a real Snoopy Susie, aren't you? But as far as murder goes, no. That was my former partner, Mitch Dillon. But stop with this delaying tactic, Detective Nancy. Where's my journal?
It's in the entrance, behind the tapestry.
The ending is different in the original. I'll talk about it.
Kappa Lambda Kappa Sigma.
That's not it, Nancy.
Okay,
Delta, 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 Delta.
I'm referencing the letter that we got
You're
in the beginning
trying my
from Aunt
patience,
Eloise.
Detective Drew. What's the combination?
Zeta Mu Mu Pi.
Hey! What the? Get me out of here, Nancy Drew!
I'm sure the police will be happy to transfer you to another set of bars. So long, Detective Beach, and hello, prisoner number 4321A. Dear Dad, case closed. Mitch Dillon and his boss, formerly known as Detective Beach, are on their way to prison. The police still don't know his real identity, but his trade in top-secret information has been stopped, thanks to Aunt Eloise's burglar-proof safe. Daryl has confessed to selling information about his father's military projects. Despite the damage this has caused Gray Enterprises, Daryl's father has forgiven him. Connie returned her trophy, but the judo club refused to take it and is opening their competitions to women next year. Hulk agreed to pay for the damages to the pharmacy, and Hal has gotten his scholarships. And I'm headed to the beach, where the only cover I'm going to go under is a beach blanket. See you soon, Nancy.
We did it! Okay, so before I move on, I'm just going to talk a little bit about the differences between the end of the game in the original and the remake. So, in the original, like I said at the very beginning of the stream, Detective Beach does not exist as a character in the original. Mitch Dillon is still a character, however, he doesn't call you to threaten you, and you only hear about him through the grapevine. You don't actually see him until the very end of the game. At the end of the game, you go to a bunch of the different characters and you ask them for their help in capturing Mitch as the killer, because once you realize that it's him. The only people that show up to help you are Hulk and Connie, if I remember correctly. Maybe Daryl may have been there too. I cannot remember exactly. You go and you show up, and Hulk, I'm pretty sure it's either Hulk or Daryl. It may have been Daryl now that I think about it. It's been a long time since I've been able to play the original game. But there's a character, and he is talking to Mitch, kind of distracting him. He ends up getting a gun pulled on him by Mitch. Connie comes out from behind the corner and judo kicks him. He drops the gun. You as Nancy, your responsibility is to pick up the gun as quickly as possible and point it at Mitch so that he will stop. You never actually pull the trigger because Nancy would never do that sort of thing. She just uses the weapon as leverage to get him to stop what he's doing. It's very fast-paced. It's kind of scary if you don't pick up that gun in time because he knocks out both Daryl and Connie and turns on you. So the ending is very, very different in the two games. Mitch is still the killer in both situations, but you get a confrontation with Detective Beach as well as an opportunity to either give him the right combination and he runs out the door, or you give him the different combinations and he gets the, as you saw me do, and he gets the cage dropped on him. So those are the differences. Alright, so what's the difference between, or what's the name of the local newspaper? I don't even remember. I'm going to do Paseo Times. Did I do it? Yeah, I did it. Okay, so I didn't get these, but I got Super Sleuth for snooping in every corner. I got Q for following up on every lead. And I got J'accuse for confronting all those Weasley suspects.
I've always wanted to visit Japan, from the exotic food and wild fashion in the cities to the nature and tradition in the smaller towns. I know there's going to be a ton to see and do. As a thank you for all of my hard detective work, PG Crowmeister has reserved a room for me at one of the area's best ryokans, or traditional inns. It'll be nice to finally take a break from solving mysteries and to spend a few weeks without danger and dark secrets hiding around every corner. I've already heard that the ryokan I'm staying in has quite a reputation. I'm not sure exactly for what, though. Well, I'll find that out soon enough. Join me in my next adventure, Shadow at the Water's Edge.
Alright, so that's the end. I'm obviously not going to play Shadow at the Water's Edge next because I'm playing this as number 1 in the series. So the next time I stream, it will be Stay Tuned for Danger, which is the second game in the series. To be honest with you, I'm not 100% sure when I'll get another chance to stream. I assume it won't be more than a week or so. I have a pay-the-bills job when I'm not working on film sets, and I work at a hotel, so the nature of the business is that I don't have a set schedule. My weekly schedule changes based on the busyness of the hotel. So, after today, my next day off isn't until Sunday, so I will have to kind of maybe update you. I'm going to try the new, Twitch, you can set statuses now on your Twitch account to try to figure out, try to announce the next time I'm streaming. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, it's just my personal Twitter, but I will definitely be streaming at least a couple hours before I stream. It's at VBudkey. It's the same as my Twitch username. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, I will definitely be tweeting out before I stream, maybe even a day before I stream, so you guys can kind of keep an eye out for that. But thank you so much. This has been so much fun, and I just didn't expect it to be this much fun. And for you guys to appreciate the game the way that I do, and to be actively, you know, chatting back and forth with me was super awesome. And I just can't thank you guys enough for making this the best first stream I think I possibly could have had. So, thank you guys again. And if there is anything else you guys want to suggest
I'm
to
Nancy
me,
Drew. This is
right
my
now
center
I'm
of
pretty much
operations,
stuck to only
my
PC
desk.
games,
Go
but
ahead
I'm
and
willing
poke
to
around.
do
If you
different
want to know the
PC games
particulars
if
of how I
needed.
do what I do,
I think for right
take a
now
look
I'm
at
just
the
going to
book
stick
titled
to
How to Be a
because I know that
Detective.
series
It's
so well.
real helpful,
But thank you
especially
again.
if you're
I hope you
new
guys
to
have
the
a great
mystery
rest of the
solving
week,
business.
and we will
And be
meet
sure
up
to
the
check
next
out
time.
my scrapbook. I put memorabilia from